Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, don't buy a Tesla Model Y rear wheel drive. Let's give you some of the reasonings on why I feel like the other trim, the other Model Y is going to be a better deal right now. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to join our free email newsletter, you could do that down below in the description. Today's live stream is partnered with Joa, where you can get your Tesla accessories and more, but more on that later. And so let's just jump into it. Don't buy a Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive right now. Here's why I feel like the all-wheel drive is going to be a better deal at the moment, because of a couple different reasons. And maybe you already are thinking this because you might not want a rear-wheel drive in your market or area. But really, I mean, there's only a couple different things. Like if you've already scored, because a lot of these different Model Y rear-wheel drives have disappeared from inventory. When you take a look and try and find any of them, there's really not too many. I mean, there is a lot of them, but not a lot of them at a good discount anymore. Like we're taking a look across the country to see like in Maryland if there's any good ones. But if we go, of course, to California, we really don't see any of them that have a big discount. Maybe here and there's a couple of them that pop up, but really that's about it. It seems like all of them that had a big discount have been quickly disappeared and snagged. And so, of course, the $7,500 federal tax credit is coming up. It's coming up to an end. And so that's why there is a rush right now to try and get into one before September 30th, because you do have to take delivery by September 30th. And yes, if you compare it back to back, the rear-wheel drive is $4,000 cheaper than the all-wheel drive. And if you take a look at it, the lease is $100 a month cheaper as well. All things pretty much equal and the same. And so if you're leasing, I could see the case, 100 times 36 months, that's $3,600. I mean, if you're just trying to save the least amount of money, that can make a lot of sense. If you're paying cash for financing, $4,000 is a big amount to try and look at between the two of them. But really, the biggest thing is that the all-wheel drive has option credits, and there's plenty of option credits that you can find on inventory for a lot of different builds. Now, of course, this might be a color you might not be looking into, or the wheels, or the interior color, but the better discount is going to be on the all-wheel drive. I mean, you can see plenty of them here. Of course, these do have demo mileages in the $2,000 to $2,500 discount. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. So you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle if you're going to be placing a Tesla order, especially if you're going to be placing an order for a rear-wheel drive, because you want to get in that queue ASAP with a $250 deposit from Tesla. So if you're going to be doing that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. And so if you find an all-wheel drive that's $2,000 to $3,000 off, you can kind of see where I'm getting at here in terms of the price difference. Maybe it won't be a $4,000 spread between the rear-wheel drive and the all-wheel drive. Maybe it will be just $2,000, and I feel like $2,000 is a pretty easy decision to make between getting a all-wheel drive or a rear-wheel drive. But on top of that, there's more. All-wheel drive typically has better resale value. There's more people across the country that want all-wheel drive because of inclement weather and things like that. Really, the only markets that you really should even consider a rear-wheel drive is California, Texas, Florida, and maybe all those other states in between, maybe below a certain area, because you do not need all-wheel drive. But even in California, like, it could be worth the all-wheel drive if you go into the mountains, or if you go into like any sort of snowboarding trips. Like I have a friend that goes to snowboarding every single weekend, and so it really could be make a lot of sense. And the biggest thing is, we're talking to someone that is about to buy a vehicle. It could be cheaper to insure a Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive as well. Because if you think about it, like insurance companies, they want a safer vehicle, less risk for accident, things like that. And so all-wheel drive, more wheel spinning, could be the safer bet versus the traditional rear-wheel drive, in which like it could be more dangerous in their eyes. And so all-wheel drive definitely could be cheaper to insure over. I mean, we don't don't know if it's like $10, $50, $100 cheaper a month. I mean, really, that could be the thing here. But the end of the day is, if you're not looking to gamble on the tax credit at all, you should either place an order for a rear-wheel drive right now today so that you're in line, or just keep monitoring all-wheel drives, because yes, Tesla does have a lot more inventory of the all-wheel drive. You can see there's plenty of them all over the place in the inventory for Tesla, endless scrolling, endless colors and everything. So the question here is, if you're okay with an all-wheel drive, and if you're okay with paying that extra price, I mean, take a look at this, $3,000 off. You're basically paying what a rear-wheel drive is. Yes, this does have 2,000 miles on it as a demo vehicle. I mean, but take a look at this one, a repaired Model Y all-wheel drive, 1,000 miles on it, which I'm okay with. It is a repaired one, but $3,000 off. I mean, you're getting really close to rear-wheel drive pricing at that point. But the key thing here is this, like we talk about, like, should we wait for incentives or wait on the actual deal? Well, if you're okay with buying a all-wheel drive, and if you're okay with flexible colors and everything, maybe Tesla will start to do, or maybe even get more aggressive on all-wheel drives only as we get to the end of September. Maybe there could be some Hail Mary deals. And so really the check would be is if you could take a look at your inventory for Tesla, and if you see plenty of all-wheel drives in your area, and you see pages and pages of builds and everything, then maybe it could be worth it to keep going until the end. If you don't, or if you really want all rear-wheel drive, then make sure to go ahead and place your Tesla deposit order. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. But hopefully that makes a lot of sense for you all. Hopefully that clears it up, because there's a lot of different factors you need to think about when you're purchasing a Tesla vehicle. And of course, cost is one thing, but then also long-term, and also maybe even insurance costs could be another thing as well. And then, I mean, that's not to say like tire costs, because yeah, all-wheel drive does spin all four, so you do have to, or you should rotate them, but same thing with wheel drive. So I guess maybe that's not necessarily a thing as well. But in other Tesla news, we've got a new menu item at the Hollywood Diner, the Tesla Diner. We got a fried chicken sandwich as well. Very cool to see that they are, expanding their menu items and everything, or maybe just pulling out what that was maybe not there before. And of course, the $7,500 federal tax credit is ending on top of that. And this is an interesting one. Chamath Palihapitiya, I think one of the venture capitalists in the tech space, he said that the Tesla Model Y is the best car he's ever owned, beating out the Range Rover, Mercedes, Bentley, Ferrari, and more. Quote, no close competitors. So very cool to see that he has said that. And I do have to agree. The Model Y is a fantastic daily driver, comfortable, has the full self-driving, and really there's not a lot of other manufacturers out there, not a lot of brands that have any of that. And lastly, we will be at the Unplugged Performance open house this Saturday. It's a free event. You can RSVP here. Let me give you the link right here. You can actually RSVP, and I think like the first 50 people do get like a free swag item. So definitely check it out if you're going to be coming by this Saturday. We will be there as well. And so hope to see a bunch of you out there if you're looking to drop by and everything. But I know a lot of you out there want the maximum or biggest discount of your vehicle, off of your vehicle, but don't forget about your current vehicle as well. Do not trade it into Tesla. Tesla will always give you the lowest value for the most part, and so you are way better off just going to it and trading it into some of these other ones that are out there instead. And so I would say just try and go to givemetheVin.com, one of our partners, and submit your vehicle into them, because they want to get you maximum value for your vehicle as well. So let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've bought your Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla, did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter. Because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Joe for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Let's see who dropped by today. We've got Oren, thanks for coming in. Art, great to see you. Lavendi, great to see you. Married Millennial Man, thanks for coming in. Mr. Zolly, Miguel, thanks for coming in. Jose, IT Daddy, thanks for being a Patreon member, and thanks for coming in as well. Jorge, Miguel, Conservative Developer, thanks for coming in. Josie, and thank you all for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. Don't buy a Tesla right now. AI 5 will be coming out next year. I mean, I guess it will be at some point, but some people even say like later this year. Dang, I already ordered my rear-wheel drive LO. No, I mean the rear-wheel drive is still a good choice as long as you know what you're getting into. Best car wash soup for my new mate, green vinyl wrapped Cybertruck. Best car wash soup for my new mate. I don't know what you're saying there, Mr. Bali, but I think you're talking about our green Cybertruck. Montgomery County, Maryland. Inventory is usually not that great. If you're in the area, go down to Tyson. Yeah, the cool thing is that radius does search everywhere, so you're pretty much okay with Virginia and Maryland. I'm ready to buy a Tesla Model Y rear-wheel drive. I finally got the DCAP approval. My budget is $45K. I'm hoping for more inventory will happen or any promotions in August. Miguel, potentially, but that DCAP is very strict, so it's going to be interesting to try and get one under 45. Hey, Dennis, I just ordered my Model Y rear-wheel drive for lease. I forgot to put in the referral code. Can I still use it? Oh, Jose, unfortunately, it's unavailable to do. Once you already placed your deposit, it is locked in. Tesla will not give you that referral code at all. And so if anybody else is looking to place a Tesla order, don't forget to use a Tesla referral link down below in the description. You do have to click it open first, then go to Tesla inventory. And what you're looking specifically for is this green check mark right here. Once you have that, then you know you're using a referral code so you can get your 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. By the way, I ordered my red on Sunday and I just got a VIN sign. It says delivered from 7:30 to August 8/19. Okay, yeah, that makes sense because we actually have another friend that did the same thing and they got that same delivery range. For some reason, I was thinking like 8/19 was really far away, but yeah, they got the same one. And so it seems like there is that's like almost a 3-week delivery range for Tesla vehicle rear-wheel drives. Jorge, I'm in Colorado and you definitely don't need all-wheel drive. Oh, interesting, George. Very interesting for you to say that. Miguel, they have a red wheel drive with no discount. Should I order it and hope they give me the discount for 2000 paint? No, I don't think so. The best thing I would do is maybe go into the local Tesla store and see if they can get a manager to do some sort of override or something. No guarantee, and I've also never seen that, I never seen a confirmation of that happening, but hey, it does not hurt to try, and maybe there could be some extra incentives that salespeople or the Tesla advisors will have in their back pocket in the near future. In this next topic, so there was this credit card loophole in which you could buy gift cards in a massive amount for like a $5,000, maybe even $6,000 down payment. Well, just PSA everyone, Tesla has removed, quote, new car purchases from the uses for the Tesla gift card purchase page. So it seems like maybe they got smart to this because it used to say in the description that you could apply this as a new car discount or new car purchase, which was a great loophole because there were some people that bought like $5,000, $6,000 in Tesla gift cards and applied it as a down payment so that they could get like a credit card sign-on bonus for like $80,000 to $100,000, 100 to 100,000 points. And it seems like a couple of people still was able to get this done. So maybe like the loophole isn't necessarily closed, but they're just trying to dissuade people from actually doing it because Christian just said, quote, I just did this like 3 days ago. I got lucky. Another person said that I also tried it, but I wanted to try it Friday, but chickened out. And another person said that they actually did it like a week ago. Glad I actually used this. I actually saw your video, but I originally tried it last week for a down payment and it worked like cutting butter. So it seems like it's still potentially working, but I guess what the use case here would be is don't put too much that you wouldn't want to use for Tesla items anyway. So like if you're already buying like a Tesla wall connector, or if you're already going to be buying a universal wall connector, floor mats, roof racks, and all this other stuff, which could add up to $1,000 to $2,000, then I would probably go ahead and try and do a gift card of like $2,000, maybe even $3,000 just to push it a little bit, because I mean there's so many uses for the Tesla gift card. Supercharging, which you might do anyway, Tesla service, which a potentially could be used for, and so it could be worth it. But the one thing is for sure, if you're going to be buying a a wall connector and you need installation, definitely hit up our friend Mario at Smart Plug EV. I really like Mario because he is a Tesla authorized installer. And so when you go Tesla authorized, you get 4 years of warranty. His pricing is fair, and he also has a dentist deal as well. So definitely send him a DM on Instagram. You can call him here and ask for the dentist deal so that he can hook you up as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this. And that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners. And I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there. 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones. And by far, these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. And 3W gave us an exclusive promo code at 35% off, their highest offer yet. Promo code DENNIS35 down below in the description as well. So you can get a nice discount. And of course, using any of our links does support the channel down below in the description. Conservative, I am seriously considering buying a Model 3 Performance now. Do you think I should wait until they add a front bumper camera or no? I mean, the deal is kind of good for the Performance. It's like the deal that we've been asking for, all year, and basically making exterior colors and interior colors free, and they finally did it. So I guess the question is, do you qualify for the $7,500 federal tax credit? If you do, then it might be worth it to get it, because by the time the front bumper camera gets here, more than likely the $7,500 will be gone. Married, you can place an order and just keep checking the inventory, and you can switch to an inventory one for the discount, but at least you have your order in. Exactly, Married. And that's what I would say, like, if you're on the fence but you know you're going to be buying a Tesla, you just don't know when, it doesn't hurt to put up that $250 deposit, because at least you're in line. You're not locking in to buy a vehicle until they finally say, hey, your vehicle's here, complete the steps, or else. And then really, or else is really just them giving you the VIN and then releasing the VIN to someone else. They don't take that $250 away. So of course, if you're looking to do that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Click it open first and then head on over to your Tesla build or Tesla.com. Jose, I literally saw a diamond black with the white interior for $363. Lease, place that order right away. Nice, congrats. At the end of the day, you got a great deal. So we're using a referral code or not is not going to really make it that much better. But thanks for trying to give us credit for that. Nowhere, man. Do you think Tesla will bring Australia's extra 2K incentive into the US? I actually do think so, because that does offset some of the loyalty issues. And it'd be cool to see 2K trade in to try and get people out of Tesla vehicles that might be a little underwater, and so they can do a new one, which would be nice. Falcor, just ordered my 2026 Model Y all-wheel drive. Thanks for the updates. Now, thank you, Falcor. Congrats. And when is your delivery date as well? Grabo, thoughts on long-range Cybertruck? Is it worth it? No, heck no. Nag, thanks for coming in. Sabrina, thanks for coming in. What do you think? Will there be more incentives in August or better lease deals? They said that everything has been released, and so if we believe them, then maybe that will be, it is what it is at this point. But I do feel like in September, I could easily see a Model Y all-wheel drive enhanced deal. Nothing crazy, but maybe something that will make it maybe $1,000 to $2,000 better, which, hey, every $1,000 counts at this point. In this next topic, we've got a new video, Light Rave from Tesla. We've got the interior LED that now syncs up to music and everything. They're calling it the Light Sync, and you can see it is very, very, very intense. Let's see if we can play some of the music. was trying to figure out what type of vehicle this is. Okay, so this is a Model S Plaid because it has the yoke and everything. You can kind of see it on the screen. And of course, this is probably dialed up and it's probably not going to be as intense with the light colors unless you're in like pitch black darkness, like super black darkness. And on top of that, because it's accessible through the toy box, it is probably not going to be able to be used while you're driving as well. And so, I mean, unless like there's going to be like a sexy button type of workaround, which could be coming as well. But still, very cool to see. Let us know, have you gotten the update? I personally haven't gotten the update yet on any of our Teslas, and we're still waiting around. I know a couple of you out there were able to get it, so congrats to you all and being able to play with the grok and everything. In this next topic, a smaller Cybertruck might be coming in the near future. One of the Tesla executives has spoken in a recent event, and maybe the smaller one might be a little bit better, and the Cybertruck might get a bigger brother or a little brother. This is an interesting one to me because I mean, the Cybertruck is already having a tough time selling, and of course, maybe like a lower price could help with the sales. But here's what actually was said here. So you can see here that Lars Moravi, who's recently spoke to fans during a Tesla investor event, when asked about the prospect of a truck to slot under the Cybertruck, quote, said, "We always talked about having or making a smaller pickup. I think in the future, as more and more Robo Taxis come into the world, we look at those options and we think about, okay, what kind of service is used for just for people, but also for goods." And so that could be an interesting one, like delivery of goods and things like that in a cheaper Cybertruck. But I guess like, and maybe we'll be able to get to that, you know, a first debuted price point of that $40K Cybertruck as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Would you want a smaller Cybertruck, or is the bigger issue with Cybertruck making it more less polarizing and more something that people will want to buy without sticking out like a sore thumb or anything like that? But let us know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Well, that's big. Gregory, I'm ready to buy as soon as they say free supercharging or life or come up with that offer. Yeah, I guess we could easily see something like that in a Q4. But I mean, are you willing to pay $7,500 more for that? All Model Y inventory is gone at my location. Nag. Oh, okay. So yeah, inventory is starting to dry up in certain areas. Just Ace, I'm kind of surprised Tesla isn't more aggressive with the incentives before Q3 end due to tax credit expiration. Tesla profit margin will shrink and consumers will have to spend more after this quarter. Yeah, and so it is kind of interesting to see that, you know, they are, you know, playing it cool with the 7,500 ending and not going as crazy as they was last quarter, because last quarter was 1.99 and now they're at 3.49 if we're just talking Model Y only. Miguel, is there an inventory discount on a Tesla? And if the car is 4 hours away from me, can I have them delivered to me closer or must pick up from that location? So yes, you must pick up from that location. Sometimes they'll transfer it. Sometimes we've actually seen them pay for flights, but that was on like a Model X. And so it's one of those things case by case. I don't know if they'll do that on a Model Y. Maybe they'll buy you like a bus ticket or something. Just not to mention their competition is going hard on incentives. Imagine all the stolen sales by other makers that are missing out on, right? Exactly. Yeah. All the other different electric vehicles are going crazy with lease payments and everything. Also, do you think that this scarcity is artificial? Like there's virtually zero rear-wheel drive Model Ys here in Arizona. Now I think it's a combination of them ramping down on production and also the people actually flocking to buy the rear-wheel drives because it is the most inexpensive Tesla Model Y and I guess arguably one of the better deals. Nag, what's happening to inventory if this continues? No more incentives. Yeah, I think Tesla, I mean, if you think about it, like from their viewpoint, they've been knowing the 7,500 is ending. And so they have probably been working on, okay, now what do we need to do? Let's just ramp down production so we don't have too many vehicles on the ground and just go ahead and roll with it that way, which could make sense for them long term. And if you listen to the last earnings call, it kind of feels like it's not necessarily a car company anymore, but robotics, AI, Robo Taxi, and everything else in between instead of cars. And this next topic, new Rivian incentives just dropped. Of course, we've seen a bunch of different Rivian incentives, and we've got this nice handy dandy chart now that shows you everything from savings up to $8,500 to $16,500 in lease savings. Of course, Rivian has to go a different route and provide a lease deal because they don't get qualified for the $7,500 directly, but you can see they've got the $7,500 EV lease credit. They got the summer rush offer offer $1,000, electric refresh offer $1,500, summer lease bonus $3,000, and nothing but adventure offer $6,500. I'm glad they made this chart because this is super confusing with all the different incentives that are out there. It's almost like, why not just make it one big one and just give massive discounts? But it seems like the 2025 Tri-Motor gets the biggest at $16,500. And so very interesting to see. Shout out to Chris for posting this. I also had a bunch of other ideas on how to get more sales and everything. But the one thing is, if you're looking to find the best deal on a Rivian, this is our favorite website that you can see here, Rivian Roamer. It allows you to search different inventory and see what's the lowest lease payment as well. And of course, before you place your order, don't forget to use our Rivian referral code down below in the description if you want to get, I think, like $500 in credits and everything. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Miguel, should I place my order for Tesla and wait for inventory discounts? What do you think? So that's a good question, and I imagine a lot of you are out there in that same boat. You're kind of thinking like, do I keep waiting it out? And I really just go back to this. Like, it depends on where you're located in the country in relation to the factories. Are you flexible in colors? And if you are buying a rear-wheel drive, I would probably place your order sooner than later. But if you're doing all-wheel drive and you live near the factory, you could roll the dice and keep waiting. And as long as you're flexible with colors, like if you're okay with that white on white or black on white or red on white type of build. If you aren't, then certainly maybe it would be worth it to kind of stick around to just placing your order now. And if you're going to be doing that, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already buying full self-driving, then using our referral code by clicking it down below in the description before you place your order does support the channel. So thank you to everybody for that. James, cool Cybertruck wheel upgrade, Dennis. No, thank you, James. And I do forget about that sometimes, but Unplugged Performance they just relaunched a rewards program. So if you're looking to even remotely think about buying anything from Unplugged Performance, because they got a ton, not just wheels, but performance parts and everything, like sway bars to enhance the driving quality of your vehicle, definitely check out the promo rewards program down below in the description, because once you sign up, you get a promotion for your first order and everything with that. That's cool. They put our Cybertruck on the front page there with the green and the gold. I think the color I think we got really lucky with the color. I was very nervous with it, and because I've never seen it. It's a brand new color and I've never seen it on a vehicle, but I think we lucked out. Rick, the light sync is pretty cool. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Alex, thanks for coming in. IT Daddy, I had a super chat earlier. Did you see it? If not, should I wait for you to mention about people's comments? Where'd it go? Actually, I missed that. Let me pull that up. Let me scroll through. Sometimes I miss it because there's so many. Here we go. Speaking of rear-wheel drive 26 Model Y, love my car, and the 2025.26 update finally released. Bought it at 2% in June. Need to pimp IT. Hit up in the DMs. Yeah, hit up Matt if you're looking for IT support for sure. But 2%, yeah, it seems like 1.99 that was earlier last quarter is what it appears to be the best deal so far for all the Model Y. And so it is a pretty interesting one to actually see that. Krishna, thanks for coming in. I have scheduled my long-range Robo drive for the 31st. Has anyone used Tesla gift cards for a down payment this week? Krishna, so take it with a grain of salt, but a couple people in the post that we made earlier on X said that they did it this week and last week. And so, you could try. I think my recommendation is to maybe just try like 1,000 or 2,000. I guess try what you're okay with using, that if it fails, that you'll be able to use it on like a wall connector or other things like that you like, roof racks, floor mats, and everything with that. Greg, I'm thinking about discounting long range next quarter and free supercharging and a year of full self-driving. I'm thinking discounted. Yeah, I think they will do that too, because if you think about it, they do need to make up value for the $7,500 federal tax credit disappearing. So I think, yeah, they'll throw everything like 3 years full self-driving, 3 years free supercharging, and maybe even a $3,000 discount. 333. I kind of like the ring of that. That could be an interesting one. And maybe we'll stick to that as our prediction so that it's easier for us to remember. 333 Model Y. 824, I'm California. Did you know we get the Robo Taxi Tesla here, we will get the Robo Taxi. Yeah, it seems like they're about to launch it, or they did, or we saw a map that they were. It's going to be very interesting to see. Sabrina, do I need to use a referral kink and first responders incentive before putting the 250 order, or can I apply it later? Okay, it's a good question, Sabrina, because this is the actual order. So the first one is, if you're going to be using America's Heroes, you do have to go to the ID page, ID me page right here, log in. Once you're logged in, then click open a Tesla referral link, like the one down below in the description, so that it's synced up and ready. And you will see 2 check marks when you're going to order. You'll see the referral and the military, and that's the order that I did when I placed the Cybertruck to get the America's Heroes. Just can I ask a sales associate to scout out for a specific rear-wheel drive and notify when it comes in? Yes, but my tip with that is you need to stay on them, like check in with them like every other day, because they get a lot of inquiries and maybe they don't want to bother you. So I would say, hey, did you find any? Hey, did you find any? Hey, did you find any? Hey, 24, I want to tell you, I test drove the Model Y, then you won? What? The seat, man, is not comfortable like the Model 3 I have. And the one thing like pushed me from buying it. Oh, interesting. You don't like the seats? Well, now actually there is aftermarket seats where you can put in the Model 3 Performance into the Model Y, which is pretty interesting. Ace, how do you stack discounts? Student and self-order only shows 1K, but seems like they don't let you stack. Are you talking about Lyft? You cannot stack the Lyft and student, and you can't stack student plus teacher plus military. It's one or the other with that. Miguel, so can I place an order and see if the deal, then I can do that, or will they start making my Tesla? So the fun fact with, and kind of like the myth with all Tesla orders is they're not building your Tesla. Like when you go to tesla.com right here and you place your orders, it feels like you are building your own Tesla. And it feels like when Tesla gives you the VIN, that's your Tesla that they built for you wherever you're at, and they like marked it for you in the process. Well, actually maybe it's like that, maybe like 50% like that. More than likely what it is they're just building, and they're building blue ones, red ones, black ones, white ones. And when it shows up and they have a match for someone with an order that's very similar or is, then they link it up for you. And that's why we see orders that you might say like, August 20, these are delivered, and then all of a sudden, oh, August 5th shows up. Well, that's because someone else canceled, and then they matched it to yours with that. And so it's really not necessarily a made to order, even though it really feels like it. I mean, there's probably part of the process. Like if 10 people order blue with black interior, then of course they're going to try and push 10 blue with black ones to New Jersey or whatever it is, but it's not exactly one-to-one order, at least from my guess. Stealth. We use full self-driving subscription on our Highland Model 3. I am very comfortable paying for full self-driving in events because if someone hits you and totals your car, you will lose it. Or I'm uncomfortable, I think what's what you're saying. Well, not necessarily, because the value is still there on the MSRP, so you don't get full $8,000 off, but just like how when you get into an accident with your vehicle, knock on wood, you don't get the MSRP of the vehicle as well. You kind of get what the market value is. Do you think they'll bring back the $1,000 referral link discounts in August? I think it will be in Q4. I don't think I'm actually surprised that the referral link discounts are even here this quarter, because it's like, why would they need it if the 7,500 is ending? Gucci, thanks for coming. How do I get grok on my Cybertruck? I didn't get the update. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as well. I've not gotten it as well. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. One last plug, because our friend came out and took care of our vehicle the other day, but 24K Shine, if you're looking to get ceramic coating protected, your vehicle protected, anything in the Southern California, LA, or actually just Southern California, like Irvine area. I really like Andre because he's mobile and he's taken care of all of our vehicles in the past as well. In fact, he just washed our red Model Y the other day, which was a perfectly clean process and everything. So definitely check him out. And he also has a loaner service where he'll get you a vehicle if you do like a bigger project with him and everything. So definitely check it out. A link down below in the description, and ask for the DENINS deal if you're looking to get hooked up. On top of that, or separately, if you're looking to do DIY paint protection film yourself, that's where our friends at Tesbros have a DIY kit. Use our link down below to save some money if you want to do it yourself and save. Look at this, like $1,900 for a full kit, and then you get a discount on top of that using our link down below. It could be worth it if you're handy and you want to try and do it yourself. All-wheel drive just needs to come in place. Not accepting dumbed down. Yeah, 100%. I mean, maybe the bigger discounts will be here. How to subscribe full self-driving? You pay $100 a month. Does the 3 months full self-driving work retroactively? I ordered a Model Y today and forgot to use it. No, it does not. And they're pretty bad with that. They will not listen to you at all to try and get it on. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. See you guys in the next one. See ya.